Hey guys, Nick Gaspard here. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be talking about why you should use your credit card to pay for everything. Yeah, use your credit card to pay for everything. There can be a lot of reasons, and it's kind of a common sense video, but I started using my credit card to pay for more things over the last few years. And it really started to make sense to me that, man, I should just use my credit card to pay for everything. So there's a few reasons why. I'm gonna get into that in the video, but like I said, it's kind of a common sense video, but I think it's gonna make sense to you. So once you start doing it, once you start using some of these things in the video, I think it's all gonna make sense to you, and you're gonna start using your credit card to pay for pretty much everything. So the first reason why I use my credit card to pay for everything is I get cashback rewards. And I made another video, and I'll put a link in up here about that video. And it's about how to create passive income with your credit card by, getting those 2% rewards and, using that to buy stocks with. But I get into more detail on that video. But the number one reason is you're going to accumulate cash. You're going to get 2% cash back on all your purchases. Where if you're using a debit card, you're probably not going to get any rewards. Or if you're using cash out of your pocket, you're not going to get any rewards. So that's the number one reason is you're going to get rewards on everything that you're using your credit card for. Another reason I like to use my credit card for everything is it's an easy way to keep track of your expenses. So instead of having to go through your bank statement, separate different things and deposits and withdrawals and ATM withdrawals, you just have a monthly statement that you can go through that has all your expenses on it, and you can just save those monthly statements, put all that together for when you file your taxes. You could use a spreadsheet like I do. Another great reason to use your credit card for all your expenses is it breaks down everything real simple for you at the end of the month. Another reason you want to use your credit card to pay for everything is it's going to give you more time to pay your expenses. So usually it's going to give you another 30 days. Whatever you put on your credit card, you don't have to pay for it instantly. So you're able to hang on to your money a little bit longer, budget things out. Another reason is that basically when you use your debit card, that money comes out of your account immediately. So if there's an erroneous charge or you're double billed or overbilled, it could take weeks or a month to settle that dispute where that money comes out of your account directly. And a lot of times they don't replace it right away. So if you're using your credit card, if there is some type of discrepancy or erroneous charge, you can dispute it. It's not going to affect what the money that's in your actual bank account. Another reason why I think you should use your credit card, there's a lot of things that your credit card will protect you on. Some credit cards you have to do your research, but some credit cards actually offer car insurance when you rent a car. So if you do, you can waive that liability policy or whatever they offer you if you have the right credit card. Now do your due diligence, figure out which card you have if it covers car rentals, but it's another good benefit of a lot of credit cards is they do cover car insurance for a car rental. Some credit cards also carry cell phone insurance if you purchase your cell phone with that card. Again, you have to do your research and figure out which cards offer that, but it's some added perks. And there's other benefits too that you guys might know. There's a lot of credit cards that offer a lot of different benefits. But the main thing is that you're just using your credit card to purchase pretty much everything that you normally buy on a daily basis. So we got into, first you're earning cash back rewards, which is the biggest part, creating that passive income. Like I said, I created a whole video on that. The second thing is it kind of gives you an extra layer of protection. That money doesn't come out of your checking account right away. So if there was some kind of discrepancy, or some companies will want to put a hold on your card for a certain amount, like for a deposit or something like that. So that money's not coming directly out of your checking account, it's coming out of your credit card. It's not as big of a deal for you that affects your funds that you have available immediately. So it gives you that extra layer of protection. Another thing, that credit card is going to protect you on certain things. Some credit cards offer car insurance. Some credit cards offer protection for your cell phone. You just got to figure out which card you have if it offers that. And there's other perks I'm not even getting into that credit cards offer. You guys might know. If you know some really cool perks on certain cards, please comment below, let everybody know. Things I'm probably not even addressing right now. And, again, you're protected if there's a deposit or there's an erroneous charge on your card, it won't come directly out of your account. So those are the main reasons I see. Oh, another reason is, so you don't have to carry cash on you. When you're carrying a lot of cash and you have change, that gets messy. You got a lot of change in your pocket. Sometimes you have to save up that change and bring it to the bank. By using your credit card all the time, you don't have to keep a bunch of change. You don't have to carry a bunch of cash on you. Now, I do recommend carrying some cash in your wallet or your purse, and that's for emergencies, because sometimes there's certain things that some places just won't even take credit cards. They only take cash. The other day I had a flat tire. The mechanic that I went to, he only took cash, so I had to go to the ATM to get cash. But I would carry some cash in your wallet or your purse for emergencies. But for all your purchases that they'll accept credit cards, I would use my credit card. I wouldn't use my debit card. I would never use a debit card. I would have it in my wallet for emergencies or so you can go to the ATM, but I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't use cash unless I absolutely had to. And I would just use my credit card for all my everyday purchases. One, you're gaining rewards. You're getting 2% cash back. With the card I have, you get 2% cash back. And I buy stocks with that 2%. So I'm creating passive income with that credit card and by using that credit card. Two, it's going to give me an extra layer of protection for certain charges if they're wrong. I mean, stuff goes wrong all the time. People overcharge you, double bill you. Usually it's an accident and they'll fix it, but sometimes it takes weeks or a month to correct it, where that doesn't immediately affect your account balance in your checking account, or make you get overdrawn for some reason. So it gives you that extra layer of protection. Another thing, the credit card is going to offer certain protection on like cell phones and car insurance. Another thing is that it's going to give you that itemized breakdown of your expenses each month, that you don't have to go into your bank account, separate all your deposits, withdrawals, and then go through and figure out your expenses. So you're going to have an itemized breakdown of all your expenses each month just by using your credit card. I recommend using one card. Another thing I forgot to mention is that it's also going to increase your monthly spend on your credit card. And a lot of times that's how credit card companies figure out your limit, or if they're going to give you a credit limit increase. And you always want to get the highest credit limit possible, because the lower your overall credit utilization is, the higher your credit score is going to be. In the future, you might need to use your card for emergencies or something like that. And if you do, the higher your limit is, the less it's going to impact you if you have to use your credit card for some emergency things like tires or transmission. Well, who knows? I mean, just different things. Clothes, you might need to go out, you might need a vacation, but you might have to put some stuff on your card that you have to leave on there for a month or two. That's going to lower your score, but the higher your limit is, the lower your overall utilization is going to be. And that's going to be better for your score. So the higher your credit limits, the better your score is usually. So we want to get the highest credit limits possible. So the more we're spending, the more we're using our credit cards, the higher our credit limits will be, the higher the companies will give us credit limit increases. So that's kind of the goal in the credit game, is that you're always trying to increase your credit limits. You're always trying to, charge your cards, pay them off. Because the more you use your card, the more you spend, the higher your credit limits are going to be. So we just kind of touched on some basic things, why you should always use your credit card. Don't use your debit card unless you just have to go to the ATM or something. We talked about the layers of protection that it adds. We talked about increasing your credit spend. That's going to increase your credit limit. In the long term, it's going to increase your overall credit score, which is just good for everything. So if you have any questions, comment below. It's kind of a quick video. We're just going over some basic stuff.